In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some very easy basketball plays that you can run with pretty much any team from the middle school age and older. Make sure to also go check out my complete guide to the 5-out basketball offense if you are looking for very simple, easy basketball plays that you can run with any team, because the 5-out offense is one of the easiest, and there's a few of those plays in this video too. So make sure to go check that out. Okay, so in this first play, we're going to start in a high 1-4 offense, and we're going to be trying to really work on something that has only maybe 3 moves in this play. So something that can be very simple, can be ran at middle school, high school levels pretty easily. So we're going to start with player 1. He's going to be dribbling over towards player 3. Player 3 then meets him and they do a dribble handoff. After this dribble handoff, player 5 is going to move up and set a staggered screen for player 3. And player 1 is going to roll towards the basket. At this time, we're going to have a back screen on player 2 from player 4. So what we are trying to aim for is player 3 could obviously take the 3-point shot. He could pass down to player 1. If not, player 1 fills out. And then obviously we could set the pass back to player 5 for a 3-point shot as well. And now coming off of that staggered screen, player 2 cutting, this would be our main option in this play. Now, while this first play could be a little bit more difficult, it is kind of simple. Okay, so for our second play, we're going to have player 5 set a down screen on player 3. Most likely that down screen is going to be right about there. And then off of this down screen, we're going to have player 3 sprint up, player 5 roll to the basket, and this is going to be a dribble handoff. Once player 3 gets that ball, obviously we could have been looking at player 5, and player 4 and 2 are going to be lifting because player 5 is going to be filling out towards this opposite side after that cut. Now, what we're looking to do is have the spacing just slightly off. We don't want to have player 4 way up top. We want the spacing to be slightly staggered off towards that right side, because now player 3 is going to come off. He's going to attack the middle of that key, and player 1 is going to be rolling. So now it's all going to be focused on whose man is going to help. So, for example, if they switch, this could be a mismatch in size, this could be a mismatch in speed. If player 4 helps off first, this is a kick out for a 3. If player 4 stays and player 2 helps out, well, now this can be a kick out to player 2. If player 2 stays home and player 5 helps, this can be a kick out to player 5. And if player 2 helps out and this kick out goes to player 2 and he recovers out, now he needs to switch. They need to communicate that. If there's no communication on this team, that's an extra pass, 3-point shot, or drive. In our third play, that's very simple. Again, try to keep it to 2 or 3 actions. We're going to have a pass into player 5. We're then going to have player 4 set that back screen on player 1, who is then going to cut down, and he's actually going to set the screen on player 3. Now, 2 things are going to happen at this point. Player 3 is going to then use 1 as a screen, and he may be open. If he's not open, player 5 is going to do a dribble handoff with player 4. Player 4 will get that ball. Player 3 is going to continue through. He is then going to set the back screen on 2. This can be a 3. This is going to be a pop. 1 is cleared out. So now we can pass into 2, shoot, or of course hit player 5 on that pop. In the fourth play, I want to show you, again, trying to keep it as simple as we can. Back screens for players 2 and 3. They're going to use those back screens, and we can set the passes in so that we can pass to 2 or 3. Of course, if they're open. If they're not open, they're going to cross. We're going to be now in 5-out, and we can set our 5-out play. So whether that's a pass and cut or a pass and screen 4 or screen away, doesn't matter. This can be our basic 5-out set, which could be our 5th play that I can show you that is super simple. One of the simplest plays that you can run. Basically, player 1 starts with the ball. If he passes to player 4, he can cut to the rim. He can screen for the player he just passed to, or he can screen away for the player who is over towards his opposite side. And we can actually get a little complicated in this too, where even though this is looking to be easy, simple plays, we can have player 4 get passed to. Player 1 can then set that off screen for player 5, who will then set the on ball screen for player 4. And now we can set a little bit of a screen the screener. Player 4 uses 5 as a screen. Now he can set the skip pass over to player 1 because of that back screen from player 3. Or he can hit player 5 with the roll, or he can score himself. Very simple, easy plays. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. If they do, hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below.